especially at the beginning, you just need to use whatever fuel you've got.
Yeah.
And
just go.
Yeah, this is, again, it's model the rise, not the result.
Mm-hmm.
It's all well and good saying, it's this beautiful balance, I don't really think about the chip on my shoulder or the parents that didn't believe in me or the teachers that were mean to me at school. Well, yeah, because you used that fuel when you needed to get off the launch pad.
Nobody believed that I was funny when I said I was going to be a comedian. Like, they were like, you funny, but not comedian funny. Nobody has the confidence in the decisions that you're making for yourself like you do. So if you're waiting for that to connect in the beginning stages, it may or may not. If it doesn't, it shouldn't prevent you from following through on whatever the line of go is for you.
This dude said, there's a moment when every boy realizes no one's coming to save him. And that's when he becomes a man. And some boys never get there and stay children forever. That guy was you that said that. And it's important when we step out of this. This stuff matters because no one's effing coming to save you. No one's going to make you better at your business. No one is going to get you to be a better persuader of people or framer of people other than you.
Someone's opinion of you does not have to become your reality. Do you hear me? I said, yes, sir. Now, Mama said, sticks and stones can break your bones, but words can never hurt you. How many of you know that words can hurt you? And very deeply. But on that day, like the speakers and coaches and the people who now are looking at how can I begin to reinvent myself, they can be a voice of hope, as he was for me, a voice of harmony, helping me to be in alignment with this new vision that I had of myself, and of the power that we have within us to turn the page.
No, they don't. A doctor told me that. I go, you don't know what you're talking about. I'm like, you don't know what you're talking about because most people don't push themselves past that pain, that stretch pain.
Right. People want to put a title on you, man. It's easier for them. Oh, you're just natural.
Exactly.
You're natural.
Exactly.
No, you don't work hard enough, motherfucker.
I talked to no one from that time in my life compared to today. And I was absolutely miserable and unhappy and unfulfilled. I think coming to terms with the idea that I could be absolutely rejected by everyone I know, but like me, I was more okay with that because the alternative was I didn't want to live anymore. And so obviously there's degrees and there's continuums and there's stages of where people are at with that. But as that being the taken to its logical extreme, would I rather live for them than live for me? I would rather be hated by everyone and like myself.
People are looking for that pat on the back. Where is it? Oh, I don't need it. Because what I've done is in the unseen work, I built Frankenstein. So whenever gets nasty, David Goggins goes, you had nobody anyway. So see how I'm talking myself right now? That's me. That shit fires me the up. That shit makes me nuts. You had nobody anyway. Look around you. There was no team. It was you. There was no weight loss program or mom and dad waking you up saying you can do it, you can be better, trying to build belief. You built belief when you had nothing.
His negativity towards me made me stronger. You can't stop people from trying to limit your dreams, but you can stop it from becoming a reality. Your dreams are up to you. I encourage you to always be curious, always seek out things you love, and always work hard once you find it.
And I think a lot of times what we do is we put in, I can just say this for myself, we don't go all in because we're kind of afraid it's not gonna work.
Yeah.
And secretly, if you kind of half-ass it a little and you don't go all in, you can kind of blame that. But it was
an excuse. I didn't really try. It's okay that it didn't work,
But
I didn't go all out.
But what I love about what you're saying, this core principle around healthy arrogance, is cultivating belief in self.
But also, how do you become comfortable with being okay with people not understanding? That's the trick. I hate to say it bluntly.
Yeah.
I used to have such a high level of give a fuck attached to how you felt about my decisions that were best for me. So the day that I became comfortable with going, I don't really give a fuck if they understand or not. I'm done. I know, but they feel it's really important. You got to do it today. I'll talk to them tomorrow. Nothing's gonna happen. It's going to change from this time to that time. You have to get to a point to where you actually get that and are okay with that.
We don't rise to the standards we have when others are watching. We fall to the standards we have when no one is watching. The only work that really matters is the work that no one sees. It shows you who you really are rather than who you say you are.
There's this line that I heard David Goggins say on Rogan, and I can't remember who he was saying it to or what he said in response to, but he just said, "I'm David Goggins." I remember him saying it, and I thought to myself, like, you want to be able to say that in the mirror to yourself and not laugh at yourself. Mm-hmm. And the only way that I can do that is know that when no one's watching, I work harder than when they're watching.
You can believe you're not worthy of a thing and still attain it. You can be adamant that your efforts are going to go badly and still succeed. You can grip and grasp and fear and it ruin the enjoyment and be totally unwarranted and things still go well. You can have no self-belief and show up anyway. You can want more for yourself without knowing exactly what that looks like. You can doubt the process, question your talent, be uncertain that you're making progress, disparage your accomplishments, permanently feel like you're not working hard enough no matter how hard you work, never give yourself a break, fail to fully feel gratitude, be terrified of never reaching your goals, and still end up in a place that your 20-year-old self could not imagine.
It was the self-discipline that I had to survive, I was weak, to thrive. No one said, "Hey man, you're 297 pounds, man. I'm gonna help you out. I'm gonna help. Hey man, you're not smart. I'm gonna help you out." I had to work at all this shit. I had to overcome, and it self-disciplines everything. And if you don't have it, I don't look at you right because I know you're capable of more.
I just made the decision I was going to be a YouTuber. I was going to die trying. Sounds different hearing me say it now, but I had that type of like devotion when I was younger. Like even when people would tell me it was crazy, no odds in my favor, with no equipment, no nothing, no social skills, no editing, no camera, no one to teach me, no one to help me. I was just like, I don't care. I'm going to figure it out or I'm going to die trying.
If you want revenge for the bad things that have happened in your life, start with the version of you that hasn't lived up to your potential.
So I think a lot of us have the battle of the other self that we're, the lesser version of ourself that we're trying to kill every single day. And so a lot of times we have this desire to point the blame finger externally, but wherever you point the finger of blame, power follows. And so whoever I blame for the life I have is the person who I give all the power over my existence, over my circumstances. And so it hurts, but if you turn the finger inwards and you start saying, I don't like my life. The person that I need to punish or get back at is the real person who got me here, which is me.
You do not become confident by shouting affirmations in the mirror, but by having a stack of undeniable proof that you are who you say you are. Outwork your self-doubt. And ultimately, hoping that you're going to be able to believing that you can think your way out of a thinking problem is like believing you can sniff your way out of a cocaine addiction, right? You have to give yourself something else that's going to step change where you're at.
Thinking it was finally that point where I just believed in myself, where I knew, like, I know what to do, I know what I'm capable of, and like, I'm going to come in and win if I do it. So I never even thought about it, but...
That is a champion mentality, right?
People only root for people who don't need it. That's when you want people to root for you. That's when you want people to support you. Once you've already won, people are like, he's amazing, he's so good. But like, that's the time when you need it the least. And so you always have to be the person who roots for you before everyone else does. And it's usually a single clap in the auditorium for a very long period of time. It is a slow clap that's just you rooting for you. And the path of the exceptional person is one of an exception, which means that you are not with other people.
The question is, do we believe we can become it? Without that belief, every journey will run into a debate. That debate is when pain starts to fill the body. You weigh the temporary pain versus a lifetime of pride. What are you gonna do? How bad do you want it? There's two options: to continue forward, pushing upward. And if you do, that dream is giving birth and forever you will live in the reality of it. If you stop, quit, throw in the towel, I promise you there's no distance you can travel far enough to ever find that dream again.
It's not over until I win. Got that right. It's not over till I win. Not over till I get through. It's not over till I get over. Not over till I get what I want. Door can't open today, look out. I'm gonna come back and take the hinges off. That's how you gotta do that. You've got to have that kind of courage, that type of determination.